Day 5 of the pre-event panel interviews for Conscious You. If you love healing, fun, prizes, and being around empathic, spiritual, intuitive souls, then join me on this amazing live virtual event, Conscious You Extravaganza, on October 17th and 18th. Sign up for free at consciousyou.org. My name is Tiffany Cano. I'm the host of this event, and I'm the CEO of Highly Perceptive People Academy. I've been seeing and healing since I was a small kid and getting paid for it since I was 8 years young, and teaching transformation workshops for the last 30 years. And I have gathered over 40 coaches and healers to help you personally and professionally. This is going to be an amazing experience, and you're going to love it, love it, love it. Register now for free at consciousyou.org. We've had an incredible week of speakers before the Conscious You event even starts, so that you could get to know them and start, being in that conscious awakening that we're doing every single day. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to give you a chance to meet and connect with your speakers. Feel free to put comments and we can answer them live if you like. And then at some point, we're also going to do some prayers and blessings for humanity. I think that would be a lovely way to add in extra conscious and bring the vibration up of humanity. So, Ona, would you please? Oh, where did Ona go? Are you
here?
Oh, there. Okay, there you are. Ona, would you please start us off with telling us who you are, how you serve, how you help?
Yeah, I'm Ona Christy Martin. I am the director of Spoken Earth Ministries and also an artist. And how I help is I work with awakening souls to help you to just be the most that you are, right? And through whatever it is, like art. But I believe that treating life like a work of art really brings things into a beautiful vibe. And it's my life's purpose to really assist us in being artists of life.
Mm. And her artwork is beautiful, as you can see behind her. I mean, every time I see Ona, she's got new art. And I wish I had enough wall space to get all of them.
Well, that's my method of expression, but we all have methods of expression. For some people, it's dentistry. For some, it's accounting. For some, it's healing, whatever it is. But, when we start really expressing that, it just magic happens.
Mm-hmm. Nice. Danny, our beloved games master, who's going to be games master on Friday. I'm sorry, no, on Thursday, October 17th is Danny's day. Then we have a different games master on Friday. Okay, Danny, tell us about you.
Thank you, Tiffany. I'm excited to be here. My name is Danny Simuniz. I am an intuitive astrologer and spiritual counselor. I help spiritual coaches, healers, and spiritual leaders understand and unlock their inner guidance system so that they can move forward in their life and business. I had a calling at around 31 years old to break free from what I thought was my world and my life, and I finally chose me. And so I get to do that for other people and help them understand their own light and their own love in their own way in this world. And I absolutely love what I do. It's just a blessing to be here and to be helping and serving others.
Thank you. Thank you. Emily.
Absolutely.
Hi, my name is Emily Sellis. I am a licensed marriage and family therapist, a trauma therapist, and I'm also the founder and clinical director for my practice of 8 therapists here in Orange County, Sage Holistic Health and Wellness Center. And I really believe that we can work through these traumas, this resistance, and all of those things that are holding us back. And I integrate that with a holistic approach that we have coined here called the SAGE method. And I love helping people be able to work through those barriers that they have to up-leveling their life and living to like the nth degree of joy and happiness. Thank you.
Yes, yes. Michelle, let's bring you up.
Hello. Excited to.
I love all the dragons behind you.
Thank you. Yeah. So as you can see, I work with dragon medicine. I am a purpose activator and a soul alignment guide, and I help empath and intuitives and any heart-centered individual fully embody their soul purpose and their soul mission, and really step into their authentic self fearlessly, because that was very much my journey as well. Having a spiritual awakening and realizing that I was not being authentic to who I was. And so I'm really passionate about helping people do that. And so getting rid of their, or releasing, don't want to say get rid of, releasing their limiting beliefs, and accepting and embracing their shadow self and shift out of any unconscious patterns into a more empowered and future timeline.
Thank you. And Victoria.
Hello, thank you, Tiffany. I'm Victoria Sanchez, and I am a spiritual and personal development speaker, author, and coach. I help people with their mindset, using their language and sound healing. After I had a death experience and losing my palatal plate and septum, I learned about sound and frequencies. And then the trauma of losing my son and the neural pathways in my brain becoming dysregulated sent me on a deep dive of learning how our brain works and how language and music and using our 5 senses and the 5 elements can bring balance and harmony to especially a grieving mother. So I like to help people, teach them neurolinguistic programming and how to use sound and vibrations to heal their soul and their mind and bring everything together so they can live a healthy life and create a legacy for their children and themselves.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Well, while you're here, I think I'll have you start off with the second question. So tell us a success story you've had with one of your clients.
Okay, I'll start with Amy. Amy, I've been mentoring her for about 1.5 years now. And when she came to me, she could barely walk. She was in a wheelchair.
Oh.
And she had a lot of weight on her. She has diabetes. And we worked through her vocal.
Oh, it froze. Oh, no. Is it just my end or is it frozen for you guys too? Darn. Okay. Well, all right. We'll come back to her then. So, Emily, tell us a success story about one of your clients.
Oh my gosh, I just love my clients, their courage and all that they come in and face in the sessions that I have with them. For those of you who have heard of EMDR, this is a trauma therapy, eye movement desensitization reprocessing. And I usually will use this in adjunct with talk therapy and other methods that I utilize. And so I had a client who had been on a pretty significant medication, benzodiazepines. For those of you who are not aware of, like, this is like Xanax or Klonopin. This is kind of more of a heavier medication that is not meant to be used frequently. But unfortunately, those Western medicine doctors had overlooked this client. He had been on this high level of medication for over 10 years and had come to me to get help with coming off of this. And so with a holistic approach, I was able to help him over quite some time, because some people take time to make changes. But we were able to really do some EMDR and uncover some of these childhood abuses that he had experienced, that he had been holding on to, which was the reason why he needed that medication in the first place, be able to help him get to the other side of that. And we recently, like within the last couple weeks, got him completely to zero. And that is, of course, through consultation with the medical doctors, everything needing to be done in a very safe way with that. But that was his goal. And that was not the only thing that we talked about along the way. He has completely transformed his life into unrecognizable than who he was, the CEO of a big company, running his life into the ground, never taking time for himself. And now he just has such a beautiful and well-rounded life and continues to do that work. So it's been my honor to walk alongside him and to just see how much he has changed. So I love
Thank
my
you.
Yeah.
Oh, I love EMDR.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Love it. Super powerful. Miss Danny, my games master Danny.
Yeah, so I'd love to tell you about Terry. Terry came to me when she had been living the past 20 years kind of stuck in a very traumatic year that she had when she had her daughter, and her father passed away, who was her rock, and then her husband left her. And so she, for the past 20 years, had been really struggling to live life, to be happy. And so she pretty much hated everything. And when she came to me, she was so upset with her daughter and frustrated with her daughter, so much so that she started to use the word hate. And she didn't want to live in that hate any longer or be stuck in that past any longer. And so over this past year that we've worked together, she has learned not only, number one, that she can be happy, that she can live life on her own terms. She's now making moves just for her, which I'm so excited in to see her looking and making decisions that are focused on her mental health and well-being. She now has a beautiful relationship with her daughter. They get along. Her daughter's 21, and so she's managing now how to have a 21-year-old, but they are doing it so beautifully. And she is looking at starting new relationships with new friendships and even potentially starting to date a little bit. And so her whole world has changed. And I'm just so blessed and honored because one of the reasons why I first started doing what I do is I wanted someone to be there for me when I was 31, lost, didn't know what to do, and could figure out a way how to navigate life on my own terms. And here she is now doing that. And I see that with her daughter and making her daughter making choices for herself and just really shifting the entire energy of their family. So it's just been such an honor to see that, to be part of that, and just to see their growth over this year.
Nice. Michelle, tell me a success story about one of your clients.
I've been getting like an influx of like so many like great, absolutely great transformational stories. And so like trying to find one, I'm like, So I would say a commonality among the recent ones that I've gotten, it's really helping like my clients get out of their own mind, get out of their own way to really drop down into their heart space and really tap into their source of wisdom and magic and the medicine. And so a lot of my clients, that seems to be a common thread of not believing. So a lot of them are intuitives, a lot of them are healers, but they don't believe necessarily that they can do the work, that they can inspire, that they can activate their own spiritual gifts. And so just in one session or two sessions with them, I'm able to help them achieve that, and but more importantly, empower them into believing, giving them the next steps. And so I would say the success stories for all of them, that commonality is reaching out and telling me that now they're having their own spiritual business, and all the great ways that they feel more empowered right now to kind of live their more authentic self.
Thank you. I've been sharing throughout the week, and I thought one success story that might be kind of cool. We get fires in California where other areas have tornadoes or hurricanes, or, so fires and earthquakes are kind of the California thing. And one of my clients was in the fire zone and was evacuated, and specifically asked for like divine protection for her home and property. So literally, with the help and blessings of, God and the great ones, it was like there was this energetic bubble of protection. And so the fire went like all around, but not her home, not her property, just like super close. And so, that saved her home where others burned. And then I had clients and friends and loved ones in Florida who asked for help. And I got reports back, yesterday that there was little to no damage for almost all of them. There was like one that did get some flooding, but by far it was so minimal of the damage that could have been. And so that's just one of the ways. Typically people come to me because they want some help with manifesting money, health, spirituality, joy, a loving partnership. And then I see what's going on in the subconscious and then facilitate healing for that. And I've been doing healing my entire life. I started getting paid for it when I was 8 years young, and teaching transformation workshops for over 30 years now. And I just love what I do. I don't even think of it as working. I just serve. I love God. I love God and people and humanity and nature. And I'm provided for along the way. And it's just a special place to be. I have a lot of gratitude for it. And that was, one of the reasons why I wanted to bring more conscious energy with this particular Conscious You Extravaganza event. And, have you meet our speakers even before they come on. And collectively, I also want to have an opportunity for each speaker to share about a wish that they have for humanity. Oh, so Michelle, why don't you go first? What is your wish for humanity?
Oh, my wish for humanity. I would say the importance of healing. And I say this because I feel and I observe that not a lot of people see this as important or prioritize this. So when I talk about healing, I mean really taking that center stage, right? Prioritizing healing their trauma, their ancestral generational patterns, limiting beliefs, the inner child, so that they can really embrace all their shadows, fully step into their authentic self and their power, right? And to really be the best and the highest version of themselves, leading with love, empathy, and compassion instead of fear, competition, and scarcity. Because I truly believe that this is the way we can shift our consciousness into a higher vibration of new earth energies and to really lean into community rather than being isolated individuals disconnected from our soul tribe.
Nice. Thank you. Victoria, glad you made it back. What is one wish that you have for humanity? You're muted.
I pray that we can all find harmony and peace within our soul, that we can communicate with each other in a loving and kind way, that our words are empowering, not destructive, that we can find the love within ourselves and heal the trauma within ourselves so that we can put that healing out for others. and provide that space of safeness so they can release their trauma.
Beautiful. Thank you. Reverend Ona.
Hi, I have a very specific wish for humanity, and it's both a metaphysical principle and an artistic principle that when you envision something, that's when the start of bringing something into being. So my wish is for all human beings all over the earth to begin to really visualize, like a heaven on earth, or the world that we're building together. And we are so polarized right now. But this is one thing that I think almost everybody on the planet, has some desire in their heart for a beautiful, harmonized, healed world. And no matter like what your political beliefs or religious beliefs, whatever, this is something that every single person can do. Really start visualizing that world, right? Whatever that means to you. And when a critical mass of us really holds that image right in our third eye, that is when things are really going to start materializing for real. And I think it's already happening.
I love it. Emily.
My wish for humanity is that we slow down. I just feel that it is so important that we learn how to take care of ourselves. I know that this is a summit about healing ourselves, and we're the ones caretaking for others, but the message is so simple, is to take care of you, and we need to do that by slowing down. So whatever it is that you're running to and from, that is my wish for you, that you find some moments of stillness so that you can connect in with your heart.
Beautiful. Danny.
I'm gonna say my wish for humanity is love, and I say that through healing. I think I love what everybody has said so far, and I'm excited to see. I'm gonna pull in astrology here for a second. When certain planets change, so when Saturn moves into Pisces, my hope is that the healing will become prominent in everything that we do, and so that way that love can start to come through. I'm very excited to see what that might be, because I feel like, as Victoria said, with conscious language and focusing on the words that we're using and how we are communicating with each other is so important and is so huge. It, like Ona said, it creates our reality, right? Our words and our visions create our reality. And so I'm excited to see how that can happen for us, and how that love can really start to come through for each and every person in this world, and they can know love and we can all love each other.
Love it. All right. I think for me, just given how there have been a lot of polarity moments in our media in the US, with politics coming up next month and elections. So I think my prayer for today, at least, is unity. Like unity and harmony is my wish. If we could just see that we're all children of God and have that opportunity to feel that within us and see that within other people, it would take away that separateness of you different, and actually weave in that divine love and peace and harmony into the space. There's a lot of room for more compassion and acceptance for other people, and I would love to just be an invitation for that. So, with your permission, Ladies and everyone who's watching as well, I would love for you to join us in a little prayer and blessing for humanity. Okay, so the way I'm going to guide us to do is to imagine the earth in front of you like a small ball, and then raise your palms, blessing the earth, like here in blessing position. And we're just going to send some blessings of divine love, divine light, divine power, mercy, grace, and ease. Blessings for healing, healing the mind, healing the body, healing the soul. Blessings for harmony and unity, self acceptance, acceptance of others, compassion and joy, a tenderness, a sweetness, helping thy fellow man, loving thy neighbor. Thank you, God, for showering every person, every being with whatever it is that they need to be the best versions of themselves. For those that are suffering, remind them that this too shall pass. It is but a moment, and they can and will transmute it and do better going forward, that all is well. Thank you, God, for blessing humanity and the parts of humanity and the earth that have been affected by the recent natural disasters. For those that are suffering, may they have clean air, clean earth, clean water, food, shelter, all of their minimum needs met. And those who have repairs that need to be done on their homes or vehicles, may that happen with ease and with whatever insurance is needed as well to be approved. Thank you, God, for blessing all of nature, the entire planet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'll take another deep breath. So as you can probably sense, we're a bunch of heart-centered visionaries who just want to do good and be good and inspire goodness in the world. And in our Conscious You Summit coming up, there's different themes, different topics that you're going to love. So I'm going to invite our amazing speakers to tell us more about that. Like, what would that look like? What would that be that you're going to share? So let's go with Emily.
Hi. Okay, so I am so excited to be talking to all of you live. My talk is called Begin Your Holistic Revolution, Your Simple Superpower. And I'm going to be taking you on an experiential journey through a holistic look at your own life and helping you understand how to do this in a simple way that is something that you can take with you. You can utilize the SAGE method as a simple takeaway, because I feel that we get out there and there's so many different things that we need to do, especially in that holistic realm. We got to look at our physical health and our mental health and our spiritual health. And sometimes it just gets really overwhelming. And so that's where the SAGE method comes in, to be a simple way that's very grounding. And I will be giving you those tools to utilize in this presentation. So I can't wait to be there with all of you next week and show you the ropes of the SAGE method.
Nice. Thank you. Thank you. Michelle.
Oh, I do want to say I channel a lot of light language and light codes. And so earlier on, if you notice that I move a lot, that's usually because I'm channeling all of that, just in case. So for me, I work with dragons. I'm a 5-element dragon fire master teacher, and I work in the Akashic Records as well. I'm bringing dragons through as guides and connecting people with their dragon guides. And so for me, my topic is going to be about dragon medicine. how you can work with dragons, why work with dragons. And so I'll be talking a little bit about that. And so if you're interested and want to know more about dragons, because they've been showing up in our world lately, definitely tune into my talk.
So you do a lot of spirit guide animal dragon stuff, where Ona, she does a lot of work with animals as spirit guides as well, although that's not necessarily the theme for this summit, but I love the overlap. So I just wanted to comment on that. Ona, what are you focusing on for this particular
Well, lately
event?
I've been really, really called to work with what I call fire souls, and these are a special type of sacred change maker who's really here to actively help humanity make this shift into the new earth, right, the kingdom. And so we're going to look at what fire souls are, 5 signs that you might be one, and along with the number one thing you can do to fully ignite your soul potential, to really bring new earth into physical reality and express that through your body, through your work. And so to create sacred change for yourself and the world.
Nice. Victoria. You're muted.
Okay, sorry about that.
There you go.
I am going to be talking about reversing trauma using neurolinguistic programming and the power of auto-suggestion, how our communication can have such an impact on the world and ourselves. So I want to share with people how they can change the world through what they say, and what they say comes from their soul and it comes out of our mouth. So I want to teach people how to harmonize themselves through language, breath work, meditation. I look forward to doing that. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thanks. I'm going to be helping you to tune into your blind spots. What is in your subconscious that is blocking you from the money, the love, the relationships, the joy, the spirituality that you're seeking? I'll be likely doing some on the spot, blind spot strategy readings where I'm showing you what I'm seeing clairvoyantly that's getting in your way. Do some healing, get you aligned and congruent with what it is that is most important to you right now. So it's going to be kinesthetic, fun, and experiential. And more fun is going to be with our games master, Danny. In addition
Yes.
to our wonderful games master, what are you going to be bringing to the table?
Yes. Outside of that, I am going to be talking about honoring your sacred rhythm and unlocking your unique flow. So, as an intuitive astrologer, I have learned there are really beautiful flows and that we all have that are very unique to us. And so whether you're wanting to launch your next thing as a healer, or whether you're looking for why is everything a hot mess in my life right now, we all have a unique flow that we go through each and every year. And so one of the things that we're talking about is how to actually know what that is, honor what that is, so that you are flowing with life and not letting life flow against you.
Nice. Flow with life. It's like go with the green.
Absolutely. Let's not go against it.
One of my teachers, Master Cho Koksui, who's not alive anymore, he used to talk about when there's an obstacle in front of you, you go around it, you go over it, you go under it. And if none of those work, then you go through it, and when we can simply just be in flow, that's even better. All right. So in addition to these insights and healing, there's also gifts, prizes. Okay. So when you sign up for Conscious You on October 17th and 18th, which is going to be live via Zoom, and you show up with your camera on, then you get access to be in the raffle to get even more prizes. So every speaker has a gift for you just for signing up. And if you want to also do the VIP experience, then you'll get additional gifts, over like $7,000 of additional VIP gifts, plus the recordings, and you'll get access to my Soulful Boundaries workshop in November. That is excellent for the empathic spiritual intuitives who need to not take things so personally or get overwhelmed, because I teach you how to have healthy energetic boundaries. So even though it may be chaos and a freaking hurricane around you, you can still be the peace and calm in the middle of that storm. And then you'll also get a one-on-one session with me when you're a VIP, and that's a rare treat that I'm giving a half hour for that. So come one, come all, play with us. And now I'd love to hear from the other speakers about the types of gifts that you are giving. So Victoria, I'll have you go first. Oh, I guess oh, what happened? Okay. She just temporarily got kicked out, but she's back. Go for it.
My internet keeps going out and kicking me.
Darn.
Okay, so I'm going to be giving a 30-day gratitude journal, because I think that we all have to have gratitude, forgiveness, and appreciation. And and then I'm going to be giving a 1-hour coaching session away with me, and that will be my VIP gift.
Nice. Fantastic. Okay. Now, Reverend Una. Oh, it is. Come on. You can do it. I'm trying to swipe you onto the screen.
There we go. I've been swiped. All right. So my general gift is a free ticket to my Jumpstart Live Fire Soul Activation Workshop. I love working with small groups or even larger groups. And so this is just, if you are feeling a calling to really step out in the world in a big way, sign on up, come on in. We're just going to get together. I'm going to do a guided meditation. The way I do it, I tune into the whole group. So it's an interactive, everybody's actually participating, and we are pulling in lots of energy to support you. And we're also going to look at some of the biggest challenges fire souls face that keep them from igniting their magic, and 7 healing pathways that can make you unstoppable.
Ooh.
And and then the VIP gift. I know Daniel Hanneman was on a couple of days ago, and this is a technique that I learned from him. It's a 7 chakra energy scan, so it's a one-on-one session directly with me. And this is for the VIPs. And it's really, we go deeply into your chakras, see things that are, happening in your chakras that either are going to support you or maybe blocking you a little bit. And we may also connect with your spirit guides, your angels, maybe spirit animals. It's a diagnostic session, so you can get a better understanding of where you're at and what might need to shift. But it can really, the healing energy can come in these sessions as well.
Love it. So, prize master, games master, Danny, what is your personal gifts that you're giving?
Well, I'm excited to give all of these gifts away. I am going to be personally giving away a moon cycle reflection journal. So we have 8 phases of the moon. So in that, you'll learn all about the moon phases, and you'll have some reflection questions in there to go through each phase to gain more self-awareness of where you might be blocked in certain areas of your life. And then for our VIPs, I will be giving away my Sacred Rhythm coaching session. It's a 30-minute session where we'll look at your astrological chart, and we're going to see what your current sacred rhythm is, and then give you any insights and how to navigate through that as you move forward in whatever season you're in right now. I'm super excited for both of those gifts and teaching people about their own sacred rhythm.
Can I have a sacred rhythm?
Yeah, absolutely. You can.
I want one. Awesome. Okay, Michelle, tell us about your gifts.
So my gift, my free gift is a free an elemental and galactic dragons and soul code activation. And so this is a guided journey to help us rise above obstacles with ease and to release any emotions related insecurity, anger, frustration, resentment, or even indecisiveness. And so my VIP gift is another guided meditation and healing to connect you with your dragon guides. And with that, will help you expand your energies of growth, adaptability, and to propel us into the next stage of evolution. By evolution, I mean soul and spiritual evolution.
Nice. Thank you. Did I get everybody on the gift one? Emily. Okay, thank you. I'm like, I feel like I'm missing somebody.
There's more gifts, you guys.
Hey.
So I'm really excited. We've been piloting this for a little while, and I am very excited for our free gift to be a personal self-assessment for you to take, for you to understand a little bit more about what's going on. So with these different, our physical, our mental, our spiritual, we might be doing really good in one area, but the other areas may not be on fire as much. So what we want to do is turn all the lights on in your house so that you can feel wonderful and to the highest level that you can in your life. And so that is our gift that we're offering for everyone. And then for that VIP, you get to have a one-on-one with one of our experts here at Sage who can go through that with you and leave you with some tangible, actionable takeaways for you to turn more of those lights on in your holistic house and keep coming home to yourself.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Yay. Okay, now have I gotten everybody's free gift? Okay, good. And your VIPs. Awesome. Okay. So here's our bonus round. Bonus round. What is one or more? But I would say, what are you called to share as like your gift or golden nugget? Maybe it's a practice or a takeaway or an insight that they can start with today. Who's feeling called to go first on this one? Go ahead, Victoria, and then Danny. I'm seeing things. Go ahead.
So communication, our self-talk, what we say to ourselves every day has a profound impact on our DNA, and that goes out into the world. So having a set mantra every morning when you get up, doing your breath work so you can get your mind balanced. Talk to yourself positively. Pray. Meditate. But get that mantra inside of yourself to start your day. Whatever that may be. I'm strong. I'm courageous. I am love. I am light. I am abundant. Whatever that is for you, to have that mantra and start your day off with that.
Nice. Thank you. Danny.
So we all know that self-care is important, right? Well, one of the things with our moon sign is that actually tells us the best type of self-care for us. So yes, not everybody is all about having a massage. Not everybody is all about going to the spa. Don't get me wrong. I love those things as well. But depending on the element of your moon, you can actually find that our air moons love to learn. So self-care for them might be taking a class. For our earth signs, it might be sitting on the couch under a cozy blanket with a warm drink. For our fire signs, it might actually be going to the gym or having a workout of some sort. And for our water signs, it might just be taking the lovely bath that we all love. However, they might just need a good cry. So if you, depending on your moon sign and your element, it's actually a different type of self-care for you. So figure out what your moon sign is, what element it is, and then go do that.
How do we figure that out?
Well, you can go to pretty much any website, like Astro-Seek is one of my favorites. You can put your birth information in and it'll show you what your moon sign is, and then kind of go from there.
Awesome.
Or you
Thank
can
you.
listen to my talk and I'll tell you more.
Ooh. Wait a second. We get one of those. Michelle, I think you're. Do you want to
Yes. So I would say tapping into, so really dropping down from your conscious mind into your heart space and really tapping into your emotions. Because in our society, this is something that we often neglect, right? Use the rational, use the mind all the time, but our inner compass stays here. It's in our heart space. And so I would say I encourage you to drop down because you already have the guidance, the answers, the wisdom inside of you. It's not outside of you, it's inside of you. And allowing your inner compass to show you the way, allowing your soul to speak to you.
Nice. Thank you. Emily, I felt Emily and then, oh no, okay, go.
I love that, Michelle, what you're saying, like to drop in and get quiet and understand yourself. And then the piece that I want to add to that, I feel like it goes after, is ask for guidance, ask for help, because I think so many of us want to like capture all this information and like be able to understand it ourselves, but we can only take ourselves so far. And I love that Tiffany is the blind spot healer, to be able to have someone that's got your blind spots, because we need to see those things. So it's what the G in SAGE stands for as well in my business, guidance. We need that guidance. We're here for each other, and that's what we're meant to do. So just lean into that. And if you're afraid of doing that, ask yourself, why is that there? Because that might be the very person that is going to take you to your next level. So just lean into that community, that collective consciousness. That's my golden nugget.
Yay. Ona.
I love what Michelle and Emily just shared, and I'm just going to tag on one other piece to that is like any artist knows, or musician or whatever, if you don't get in the studio, nothing actually happens. So it's a challenge that I'm going to give out to all of us here. At least 100 days, pick out just whatever time you can carve out, right? And really devote it to following that guidance, really tuning into that inner voice, following that guidance, and then taking action on it. So, if you can get an hour a day in, great. If it's even just 5 minutes one day where you don't really have much time for anything else, but the consistency. 100 days, it's a challenge.
Consistency.
Consistency.
Yeah. Absolutely. I think for my golden nugget, since a few of you mentioned about like guidance, there's a difference between let me back up. We need to practice discernment about our intuition. So there's a lower intuition, which is in like our gut feeling, in our stomach, in our navel, like this gut feeling, and it's visceral and it's louder, and we often will feel it in the body. And then as people grow and evolve spiritually, then our hearts become more open. And then we start like tapping into our heart space and getting messages from our heart. There's so much intuition that our heart can give. So much so that a company called Heart Math actually has done a ton of science and studies to determine how our heart has intuition. Like it measures it, where we'll be blindfolded or something, and then like a positive picture and then an emotional picture will come up, and our heart will know what that energy is, and it changes the frequency of our breathing rhythm, of our physiology changes. And then higher intuition, this is like third eye and above, third eye, crown chakra. Those energies are smaller, more refined. It's like the whispers from your soul. And it takes a spiritual awakening, opening up our inner ears, inner eye, to be able to register that kind of higher intuitive faculties and the or messages, and those faculties have to be more cultivated over time through prayer, through meditation, and various spiritual practices. And until those are properly cultivated, you're not going to hear much there. And especially when the world can get kind of loud. So when you're feeling from the gut feeling, the reason why sometimes, even though it's very loud, sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not so accurate, is because that's also where your solar plexus chakra is. And that's where people tend to hold their fear, their stress, their anxiety. And so the cleaner you are, the cleaner your aura and your chakras are, the more accurate your intuition is. And then the more you do spiritual practices, you'll be able to like graduate from, lower chakras to heart to upper, and receive those whispers and be able to clearly discern it and identify it. Like, yes, this is my soul talking. Yes, this is God talking. Yes, this is, a spirit guide talking. And you'll be able to trust it and have that confidence. And it's a pretty magical thing when you can start discerning intuition and trusting it. And I teach my students how to actually scan for what is the level of ensoulment energy on that thing. So they get a message, but it's like, 0 to 100% to see how accurate it is and where that message came from, so that you can build those spiritual muscles and have that confidence and then take the divinely guided action on whatever message is accurate. So that's my golden nugget for today. All right. Well, a lot more golden nuggets, healing, insights, wisdom are coming. So please, please, please do sign up for the Conscious You extravaganza, October 17th and 18th. It's virtual, live via Zoom. And you can register for free at consciousyou.org or at whatever link showed up in your description for this. And then we'll see you there. And come ready to play, come ready to have fun, be open, receptive. And when your camera's on, you get into the raffle drawing and you can get prizes throughout the day. And it's not limited where, you can only win once. Nope. If you're open and receptive and have, good luck, maybe you'll win multiple throughout the weekend or those 2 days. It's not a weekend, but 2 days. All right. Well, thank you again for playing with us today, and we'll see you very, very soon next week, next Thursday and Friday. Bye for now.